Oh, what is going on, you guys? It is your man, Two Down Dan, back with another YouTube video. And today's topic, we are going to discuss everything CF Moto 450 SS and compare it to the lovely Ninja 500 and talk about why I chose the 500 over the CF Moto 450 SS. If I like the CF Moto 450 SS, if I think it's a bad buy, if I think they should have even came out with it. But to be completely honest with you, I do like the 450 SS. I think it's a cool bike. So I'm going to talk pretty highly of it for a good portion of this video. And then towards the end, I'll talk to you about what's really a cause of concern with that bike and why you might not want to buy it, or just something to keep in mind before you buy it, because it's a really cool bike, right? The CF Moto 450 SS, that's the first bike that CF Moto came out with for a street bike. There's now the CF Moto like 675 or 6, I don't know, it's like a 600. It's sick though. It looks super cool. Downshifted in a second because we're not getting as much power up this hill behind this guy. And it looks amazing. It has that dope front look with the winglets and everything, and the headlights do this like really cool startup feature. We're gonna go right to the front real quick. There's no one behind us, so we can just drop it into first and then slowly go up to the front. But yeah, it's got the really cool headlights, cool tail lights in the back that even have a startup feature. They do this like pulsing red thing in the back. So to be completely honest, I do think in terms of looks, the CF Moto might take the cake. Like, I think there's a lot of people that are going to look at the CF Moto 450 and think it looks cooler than the Ninja 500. More so probably because the 500's been out for the 400's been out for so long, and people are used to the look of this. So when they see a new bike, they're like, oh wow, that's amazing, right? But then a lot of people are getting thrown because it's a Chinese bike and it's Chinese build and all this stuff, right? For me, that's not even on the table. I don't care about that. That's not an issue for me. Everything that I buy and own is from China, so I don't care if my motorcycle is from there. Like, yeah, obviously this one's nice, Japanese build, blah blah blah. Great. Kawasaki's, they've been making their motors in Japan for however long. Who cares? I'm riding in America. I don't care where it's built, to be completely honest with you. So that's not a consideration. What is a consideration is dealer networks. I've heard with the CF Motos that since they're not kind of all over the place yet, that finding a dealer that has it, that can even do the service on it and all that type of stuff, is probably going to be your main concern if you go that route. And that is why I probably did end up on the 500, because I have multiple dealers in my area that have this bike that I could have went and got it from, and then also got the services done from, which is great because I did have the dealership do my first service, which is after 600 miles. So that was really just nice and convenient. I just called them up, said, hey, I bought my bike from you guys a month ago or whatever, and I need to do my first service. Scheduled the service, was in and out in like an hour. And yeah, I mean, it's really convenient to have that, because there's going to be a time where something happens with your bike where you want to go to the dealer. And if you have to drive, excuse me, like 2 to 3 hours just to get to your dealer, that might be a huge issue, especially in the condition your bike might be in, knowing that it might have a problem or an issue, which is why you're going to the dealer. So that's definitely issue number one. Issue number two is going to be the fact that it's still such a brand new bike from a brand new company that finding mods is going to be difficult. Again, another easy reason why I went for the 500. Ninja 400 mods have been out forever. They literally exist everywhere. Every aftermarket place you can think of is going to have parts for the 400, and a lot of them fit on the 500. So I did know that going in, and like I've said in other videos, I have parts on this bike that are for a 400. So I knew that modifying this bike was going to be an absolute breeze, and that going CF Moto was going to be tough. I didn't know if I'd find Amazon parts. I didn't know if I'd find TST tail tighties. I didn't know, I didn't know what the deal was going to be. So safely, I just went with the Ninja 500, and I'm really glad I did, because I was able to mod it easily. It was the right price. I mean, hey, this is definitely more expensive than the CF Moto, because I got the 40th anniversary model and everything like that. Like, you can get out the door with a CF Moto for close to like $6,000, which is really good. So the price is awesome on the CF Moto, right? The price is awesome. The look is awesome. I'm actually gonna go right, even though I don't know where this takes me, but I want to keep the video going, so I'm just gonna kind of ride around. It looks good. It's and the sound. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that. The sound of it is really, really good. For some reason, it sounds exactly like an R7. I don't know what it is about the motor or whatever that's in it, but it sounds a lot better than the 500. So it sounds better. It's cheaper. Really, the only thing you're going to be upset about is if you need to get something done for it and your dealer is really far away. But if you're okay with a lot of the stock parts and you're fine with just waiting until until CF Moto parts become more readily available, then yeah, I literally see no reason why you wouldn't go with the CF Moto. If you like the look of it over the Ninja 500 and you want to have a unique motorcycle, the CF Moto is awesome. I'm so glad I'm doing this video, because people ask me all the time if CF Moto is a good bike. Should I get the 450? I'm looking at the 450. You want to know what I call the CF Moto 450? The CF Moto 450 SS is the Yamaha R5. I said it. That's what it is. If the CF Moto I should cause that car alarm to go off. If the CF Moto 450 SS came out with that pretty much exact same look, but they put an R5 on it, and Yamaha produced it instead of CF Moto, guess how fast that bike would be flying off of the dealership's floors. Bro, it's a sick bike. It's a perfect price. The only thing that people get scared about is they're like, what's a CF Moto? CF Moto? Oh, it's Chinese? I don't know. I never heard of that or whatever. But, bro, if Yamaha was running that bike as their next step up for the beginner class above the R3, they would be shelling in money so fast. I promise you. I literally promise you. So that's what the CF Moto 450 SS is. It's the unique bike above the R3 that's not in the Honda, Kawasaki, or any other class. For the Yamaha class, it's pretty much an R5. That's exactly what I would call it. It competes right against the Ninja 500, and this isn't a fucking 500. It's a 451. Everyone knows that. And the 450 SS is a 450. That's why we call it the R5. You see what I'm doing here, folks? Come on now. Actually, now that I think about this, and I just kind of thought about that, I'm probably going to I might even title this video Yamaha R5 versus Ninja 500. And people are going to be like, what the hell's a Yamaha R5? But, I don't know. I think that's kind of neat. I heard Yami say that on one of his videos, and I really, really agree with his take on that. So, we are here at the lovely Walmart where I get all my groceries in Lemon Grove. So that is going to do it for another video, you guys. So I will check you on the next one. The next video is going to be the Ninja 500, probably versus the Aprilia RS 457 or versus the R3. We are going to keep knocking out these Ninja 500 versus videos for you guys. Let's get a look at this little bike. Man, if you are here, just say hey to the baby. Say hi to the green machine, man. She's looking so good. Oh, man, I can't wait for the whole TST thing. That's going to be so cool. Everything with this bike is awesome. So thanks for hanging out for another one. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the next video and go watch some more Two Down Dan. Later, guys.